You can follow it all the way down here, and it's rather distinct looking as you get on down to about where we're at. Let's see if I can find that thing. Okay, I've set a penny down right near that crack, and you can see the crack itself. At least with the naked eye, you can see it rather clearly. It gets down into the pavement underneath there. That is, into the structural layers. Where'd that thing go? Try to focus in on it again. Up there you can see the crack as it penetrates down into the, or works its way up actually, from the structural layer. You see it's fairly tightly held together. However, here where I have the penny down, you can see where at the surface that it's somewhat wider due to spalling in the open graded friction course at the surface. Now, according to the Distress ID manual, we're supposed to rate these things according to the width at the surface, obviously, since that's the only thing we can really see and measure in most cases. A question that I'll be bringing up, and I hope this comes out as well as I think it does, is whether in a case like this we should rate it differently, because into the structural layer itself, that is what is truly distressing the pavement, the crack itself is very narrow, is very tight. It really hasn't opened at all, and would be if it was on the riding surface graded as a low severity crack, because it is just really a hairline crack in terms of width. However, at the surface where we have this friction course, since the popcorn has spalled out some, it is wide enough to be classified as a medium severity. Now, if one is out here trying to crack seal this, you wouldn't be interested in trying to seal off the friction course because it's a porous layer anyway. It's not something that is designed to be sealed or expected to be. However, you would want to seal off the layer underneath, which is the structural layer. And so there is some questions, I guess, that need to be addressed regarding how we should define longitudinal cracking in terms of severity level. The difficulty in trying to apply a definition to this is that even though in this case we can see things quite clearly, this is probably a better example right here. Saying you can see things fairly clearly on this section. There are perhaps others where the open graded friction course would obscure